My people, sometimes life humble a person so deeply that even when a miracle finally comes, it doesn't feel like a blessing anymore. This is the story of Imagbe Ehizomwengie, a young Nigerian man who left home in 2016, believing Europe would change his life. Instead, his journey became a nightmare that lasted almost a decade. And yet, in the middle of all this suffering, something happened that shook the whole Italy. A man that once begged outside supermarket suddenly won 500,000 euro. Yes, you heard me right. But what happened next to this money? What happened next to this man is the part that nobody expected in the whole of Italy. Imagbe was like many young Nigerians who are ambitious, hopeful, tired of watching life pass him by. He heard stories that Europe is easy. Once you reach Italy, everything will change for you. You will make money. So, in 2016, he left Nigeria with a small nylon bag and a big dream with it. He put everything together inside that nylon bag. But the moment he stepped into the immigration route, reality hit hard like cold, pure water. Libya was not a transit point, but some people they think when I'm reach Libya like this, I don't reach Obodo. It was a trap. Imagbe was captured by trafficker. They locked him up in a warehouse. They beat him. They gave him a lot of bad blows. They starved him of food. They forced him straight to sell. They were even demanding for ransom from him. 2 years our brother was there with them. 2 good years of his life, he spent it in captivity. People were dying beside him. People were disappearing, koro like this that he saw. In fact, people, they lost their mind. They become gaga inside that place. But somehow, God survived this, our brother. A ransom was eventually transferred, paid all the way from Nigeria. Our brother was released. And then he joined the next boat straight right away to Europe. That very day, when he was leaving, the sea was rough, very, very rough. Look at the wave. In fact, the boat was overcrowded. People were praying. That day was when I knew that God had different names. Some were saying, Allah, Jesus, Oginigbe, Oginigba, Didi, eh? People cried. People fainted. People, they were saying, God, what's going on there? But after hours of fears and uncertainty, the Italian Coast Guard, they rescued them. Imagbe touched bam in Italy and with tears and sorrow. He thought, finally, my life will begin here. He had no idea that another struggle was waiting for him inside Italy. Our brother now applied for asylum. He waited. Month passed, week passed, days passed, then years again followed. And finally, the answer came. Rejected. Italian government, they rejected our brother application. Then he has no document, no permit to stay in Italy, no legal work, no stability. In fact, he became one of thousands of undocumented migrants in Italy and beyond, living in a shadow. Living in Lefu, our brother started surviving now by selling handkerchiefs on the street of Turin. Sometimes he would beg people to Toriolon Babiala for money around that supermarket. Sometimes he slept wherever he could. People walked past him, la, Jesus, as if it doesn't even exist at all. But our brother doesn't mind. He kept going. He kept moving. Say, Italy, I go survive here. One cold morning, when he be kurukuru like this, Imagbe had only €5 with him. He was thinking, should I use it to buy food and eat, or I should use it to buy scratch card? He couldn't buy the food though. He went straight, he bought himself a scratch card. Something told him, try your luck, try your luck, try your luck. Our brother scratched the card slowly scratched it, line by line, number by number, blew it. Then our brother froze. He checked again and again. He had won 500,000 euro, €500,000. He felt bugudu on his nail. He now believed, God, finally you remember me here. But he didn't know that that miracle would bring him a new problem. Imagine winning €500,000, but You are unable to touch it. Huh? Simply because you don't have resident permit, no bank account, no valid ID. In fact, the Italian system didn't even know you, that you even exist in Italy. Our brother was rich on paper, but poor in reality. He couldn't withdraw the money. He couldn't even manage it. The news spread outside now. Then he need to prove who he was, which he can't even do that because his undocumented status turned his blessing into bureaucratic prison. Now, so our brother they look for ways when he go take transfer the money, when he go take get the money, as if things weren't even complicated enough for him. A Nigerian friend of him allegedly took advantage of this our brother. Part of that money ended up in his cousin's account in Italy there. Some of it was even used to buy an African shop in Italy. They call the African shop Mama Africa in Turin. The Tokamo allegedly say part of the money, he did part of the shop. So if you see the shop, no say our brother Imagbe money, he did inside that shop. Imagbe didn't understand the paperwork. He didn't understand the system. He didn't even understand the legal risk that is behind all this collecting your money. All he knew was that the money Gaga was slipping away from his hand and he couldn't control it because he doesn't have documents. Then a lawyer now stepped in. They looked koro at his case. Then they forwarded everything to the judge. The judge now looked at every single thing. The judge looked his history, looked his struggle, his integration, his Italian language skill, in fact, his work ethic, his desire to contribute to that society. This judge, they didn't judge him based on the fact that he won the money. They judged him by his humanity. And finally, after almost 10 good years of suffering, Italian government granted our brother a resident permit. What God cannot do does not exist. When journalists ask our brother, what does it mean to you? 500,000 euro or the resident permit, choose one. Our brother didn't hesitate at all. He said, receiving the permit means more to me than winning the money. I want to work and contribute to the society. This is a man who once sold handkerchiefs outside a supermarket for 9 years. Now has legal status, hope, and second chance in life. Sometimes, the thing people think you will need most is not what you actually need. Money solves many problems, we know that. But legal status, and peace of mind are priceless. Many migrants today carry silent struggle we never see. Never underestimate hope, my brother. A man who had almost nothing still believed tomorrow could be different. Success is not always becoming rich. Sometimes success is finally being allowed to belong in that society. That should be your success. Now, Imagbe has a legal status in Italy. He has hope. He has a genuine second chance at life. But let me ask you something here. If you were in Imagbe's shoe, would you take 500,000 euro and move back to Nigeria? Or will you stay in Italy with your resident permit and build a life there? And what about Mama Africa? Part of that money, allegedly, was said it was in that business. 1. Will you take over the shop and run it yourself? 2. Become a partner with the cousin? 3. Sell the shop and collect your money? Huh? I really want to hear your thoughts on this. After 2 years of captivity in Libya, years of poverty in Italy, and all the discrimination, disappointment this our brother faced, do you think winning that scratch card was simply luck, or was it God's way of rewarding a man who refused to give up? If you have a personal story that you would like to share with us, you can reach us through the link in the description. And also our WhatsApp number is right on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell, and join African Black Gold TV family for more incredible real true life story like this our brother. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.